We are friends, digging each other, taking time to talk it over.
Welcome back to the Lions Den Podcast. Please continue to rate and review at Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. Please go watch us at. Oh wait, leave us a 5-star rating, not a 4-star, not a 3-star, not a 4.5 star.
Yeah.
Leave us a 5-star rating and a review. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Lions Den with Brent Morin and Jason Collings. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know what's coming at you.
Also, it's a little bit cocky to do 3 stars or 4 stars. Like, if you do
5.
4, just do 5 because
Yeah.
it helps everyone.
Do 5.
If you do 3, just do 1. Whoops.
Wait a minute.
You're not a critic.
Yes.
You just have an Apple ID. I'm turning on everybody.
Damn it. We also have a Clips channel, Lions Den Clips. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell there as well. And for everything Lions Den, go to the lionsdenpod.com. The lionsdenpod.com, you can go there for merchandise. We just dropped some new merch today.
Yeah.
We got some great fucking designs that came out today.
I need that Sour
Getting
Patch
swear
shirt.
Oh, yeah, we have that Sour Patch. The Sour Patch logo with
Oh, and my
Lions Den.
nieces need, they want the tie-dye hoodies.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll
Apparently
get
they're
that
big
too.
in the tie-dye right now.
And of course, for all your members only content, patreon.com/lionsdenpod, patreon.com/lionsdenpod.
Patreon's been fun lately. We're doing some unboxing,
Oh, yeah,
some
we're-
motherfucking cigar time.
If
Also,
you're not in there, you're missing
yeah,
out.
you're missing out. Also, just to add, I'm doing a Home for Thanksgiving show at the Hartford Funny Bone.
For the holidays.
Yeah, doing that,
Let
going
me sing
home.
it. I believe I've missed each and every face. Come on and pay my dues.
Nice.
Let's turn on every love light in the place. All right, go ahead.
So we'll have that. And then just now, right before this podcast, breaking news, me and Jason will be at Cobb's Comedy Club in San Francisco. Oh, fuck, his home. I shouldn't have said that in front of him.
Shit.
He's going to want to go again.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bring him.
All right. Will will be there too.
When is
and
this,
that's in fucking April. So,
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm going to do in
next
between.
spring, San Francisco, we're coming at you.
I'm sure you'll forget this because I will and miss the flight. And then also Philly. We get a lot of people asking to come to Philly.
A lot
Yeah.
of Philly.
So it's happening. And the beginning of April is Philly. I'll post it somewhere.
Punchline.
We'll put it on the
Yeah,
Philly.
thing.
I doubt the tickets are up yet, but when they are, they'll be in all the
Oh
descriptions.
no, they won't be
everywhere.
up till next year.
Yeah. We
Well,
gotta-
well, Hartford.
First, we're going to ring in the new year. We're going to open presents. We're going to have turkey. We're going to go trick-or-treating. And then we're going to have a couple other weird holidays. And then
by
yeah.
April, fuck, we're gonna be different people.
we're
by
going to be
then.
different people.
Yeah, Jesus
We're going to all
Christ.
have COVID again.
After your
Wow.
Easter egg hunt on fucking Easter, then you guys can stop by one of the places.
So Hartford Funny Bone tickets are up. They're gonna be in the description.
All right, cool.
Boom. 26th, 27th, 2 shows each night. Go see these motherfuckers.
I haven't told anybody.
We're
I'm
in
coming
denim.
home.
I'm rocking denim today.
Yeah, it
I'm
looks
going denim suit. Why do they call that a Canadian tuxedo?
I think it was a way of Americans to make fun of the lack of financial shit that happens in Canada. Like they call them simple.
Why is it called a Canadian tuxedo?
I mean, that's a Brent fact. That's what I assume. It just seems.
That's hilarious. You went. They call them simple.
Here you
They're
go.
simple
Please,
folk.
please tell me I'm right.
The term reportedly originated in 1951 after Bing Crosby refused entry to a hotel in Vancouver because he was wearing a denim top and denim bottom.
Why do we feel? I feel
What?
like we've covered this.
No, we haven't.
I don't remember this.
think we
I
have.
think you're having deja vu or
Isn't
something.
Bing Crosby
I'm
from
having
America?
You know what? Also, you know what I'm having? I'm not having deja vu. You guys know what deja vu is. It's a
Yeah.
strange feeling that this
You're
is
having
all
premonitions?
I'm having vujade. And
That just sounds like, is that Sade's next?
no. That's
project?
a strange feeling that none of this has ever happened before. That I believe is a Robin Williams joke.
Oh, that's funny. I just want to make it very clear. I love Canada.
Canada's wonderful. The Great
It's
White
a great
North.
place. I
Very
just
polite
assumed that's what it
people.
was. I didn't know it was Bing
Last
Crosby.
time I was in Canada was 2018.
2008.
2018. I was there for about 4 weeks in 2018. Everyone was so sweet,
Yeah.
and everyone was so worried about me because of the whole Trump shit.
Oh,
They're like,
yeah.
it was literally hands on my shoulder. You doing all right?
Wow.
We had
Like
people
you're in his
telling us.
cabinet?
We could have people coming and telling us, you know, you can move up
It's
here
like
with
an
us.
ex-boyfriend who was beat.
Join
hit
us.
by him.
Yeah.
Wow. Join us.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's all right. So I'm Bing Crosby.
I've never been to Canada.
So it's just Bing Crosby
boo,
wasn't
boo.
allowed and refused.
I guess,
to-
and that was maybe the suit he was wearing or something.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
it's like,
but it doesn't make sense. Why is it a Canadian tuxedo?
Maybe it happened.
is he not Canadian?
Maybe it happened in Canada.
Let me see. Bing
Well,
Crosby.
it said it was a hotel in Vancouver, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, that's
oh, that's why. because
he wasn't allowed entry to the hotel because
Because
I think
he wasn't-
you're supposed to wear a suit, and I think he was wearing all denim. So maybe that's
what kind of fucking hotel is this?
I don't
right?
know.
Oh
Just
my
to
God.
go in?
Yeah, just to
Maybe it
sleep.
was
I
a-
gotta
He's
put on a
not.
tux.
He's not Canadian.
Yeah,
He's
right.
from-
From
Midwest.
like Tacoma, Washington.
So we name. Oh God, that's so American
so
for us to take
confusing.
over something and to
Mhm.
call people a Canadian tuxedo. Well, not people.
We love you.
We
Canada.
love you.
Canada, stay up there. You guys are great.
That sounds a little aggressive. Canada, stay up there.
Do you know
Yeah,
that
this is
there
true.
are more,
Wow.
the population, there are more people in California than the entire country of Canada.
Well, that's why. I mean, I phrased it wrong, but that's what I thought. Like, oh God,
So much
like that
wide
they're
open
on a farm,
space.
and so they don't
Well,
have a suit. So
Toronto's a pretty big metropolis city.
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Vancouver is amazing.
Right.
So pretty. They got water planes. Yeah.
Montreal's
yeah.
great.
Yeah. Oh, Montreal's beautiful. It's
Water
like
planes. You mean
Franche.
You mean submarines?
I feel
Oh,
like when
like
we're in
tail
Montreal, I
spin.
feel like we're in Europe
Yeah,
with the
it's like-
fucking brick
yeah,
roads and shit.
It's the closest.
You want? I have a better explanation for the
Please,
Canadian tuxedo.
save
So
me.
although Crosby had reached, it is from that. Although Crosby had reached the peak of his career with international stardom, much of the world still didn't recognize him. Upon checking into his hotel after concluding a hunting trip, Crosby was denied check-in due to the fact that he was underdressed, wearing a denim-on-denim outfit famed by Levi's, rather than a three-piece suit. The bellhop quickly realized what had happened and corrected the situation, making the concierge aware that the denim-clad man was no ordinary hotel guest. The concierge, Art Cameron, became famous in the situation. He looked like a bum, Cameron said in an interview. Almost all of Bing's fans wrote me wanting to know how I dared refuse him a room and how come I didn't recognize the most famous singer in the world.
Well, here's why. Because it was 1951, number one, and there was no fucking internet.
Yeah,
Everything now, you could be famous. You could be nobody today, and in 3 weeks be famous as
True.
shit. now.
Like the fucking cranberry juice guy who was
Yeah.
longboarding.
Mhm.
He just
Yeah.
became a star.
Playing the
one
Fleetwood
video.
Mac song. Is that the
Yep.
thing you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
exactly.
Oh, I mean, that's literally how songs are now. Instead of albums and
Right.
touring, a
And
lot
then
of
the-
old artists talk about like you have one SoundCloud song, it
Mhm.
goes,
Yep.
hits 1 billion views, and now you're in an arena tour.
Yeah.
and you're like, you don't have the training. yet.
Danny. Look at Danny Hernandez.
Daniel,
Wasn't he a Wasn't he a
Daniel.
SoundCloud guy?
maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that whole generation is,
Yeah.
I think.
Yep. It's crazy.
Canadian
Now the artists
Tuxedo.
are getting on board with it. They're figuring it out too. They're like, oh shit. So Stevie Nicks, who was the singer of that song,
Mhm.
she posted some TikTok thing about him doing that song. Bless you.
COVID.
I muted my mic
Yeah.
though, so you couldn't hear it.
You did?
Yeah, I'm
That's
producing.
impressive.
Dude, I'm producing.
Fuck. I do this shit.
So, Brittany,
Yeah.
I got Britney stuff, but not Britney Spears.
hmm
Brittany Murphy. Brittany Murphy, there's a new HBO
I saw that.
documentary, 2-parter, I believe, called What Happened, Brittany Murphy. And it's basically,
I think, isn't it What Happened to Brittany Murphy?
no,
I think it's what happened to Brittany Murphy.
No,
It's
look it
what
up.
happened,
Yeah,
Brittany
look it up.
Murphy.
Look it up.
Look it
because
up.
I've
It's
already-
what
We both had
happened.
the same reaction though, because I was like, "That's
It's
what
exactly
happened,
what it-
Brittany Murphy."
it is with the question mark.
I already lost the Canadian fan base, so just
So here we go.
You're right.
I know
He's
I
right.
am.
yeah,
I
nice.
know I'm right.
Detective Jason is
You're
right.
right. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Thank you.
Sir.
Brent
Sir,
Fax
I'm
isn't
sorry.
gonna get this shit.
It is.
What happened,
It is-
Brittany Murphy? Yeah.
Well, it's amazing. First of all, she was so adorable.
Mhm.
Some of the footage in the documentary is adorable. It's like her in the 8th grade in like Jersey, where she was from.
Yeah.
But she wanted to be an actress and all that stuff, and she immediately just started getting like guest star roles and this and this and that. Then she landed Clueless,
Yeah. I
and
remember her
she was like overnight was a star.
there. Wow.
I mean, that movie still holds up.
Yeah,
and then
I
what
love
made
it.
her the it girl was 8 Mile.
Mm.
Oh.
In 8 Mile, because in interviews they divulged that the on-screen romance between her and Eminem continued
Seemed like
off
they
screen.
loved each other. Yeah.
Yeah, they continued off screen. So she's famous, and then she's overseas shooting some movie or something like this, and and when she flies back, she's got a meeting with this guy named, God damn it, what is his name? It's a weird name. Sam,
Is it a producer? Is it a
Brittany Murphy's husband.
husband? Oh, okay. I
Well-
seen the trailer of the doc.
Yeah,
That weird looking guy.
Yeah.
Simon
Simon
Monjack.
Monjack. Simon Monjack. She's got a meeting with this guy who claims to be a writer producer from the UK.
Yeah.
He claims to be a billionaire. This guy's full of shit, by the way.
It's crazy.
And they meet, and it's apparently from this meeting on, they were inseparable. Like they were like a thing. And then he ended up being that guy that like took over her life. She had no credit. She didn't have access to her credit card. She didn't have access to her phone. They got rid of. And dude, this guy, she went from Ashton Kutcher to this fat bitch.
Yeah.
And this guy was disgusting. He was like this, I'm fucking British, so I'm sexy. But he was like, he had a fucking gunt. You know what I mean? You know what a gunt is?
No, what's a gun?
A cunt gunt.
Oh, sure.
Gut, and a cunt. But yeah, and he was
the Poofa thing.
Yeah, he had a
Yeah.
Fupa.
Fupa.
You know what Fupa is
So it
acronym
disappears.
for, right?
What?
Fupa, front upper pussy area.
Ow! Hold on, I got too excited to Google Fupa.
Fuck.
So she hooks up,
this shit.
she ends up with this guy, and then there's all this conspiracy about him killing her and stuff like this. He didn't kill her. I don't believe that he killed her. There's just so much fucking weirdness with it.
Yeah.
Did you find it?
What?
The acronym is fucking.
I said it.
Real.
Front upper
No.
pussy. What is it?
Yeah, it's like fatty upper pussy area. It's just such a fucking disrespectful
Yeah,
thing to
so
call
disrespectful.
the fucking fatty
that's
upper
so dick.
pussy
Hey,
area.
Yeah.
I'd love to ski your Green Mountain here
Uh,
to get down to that pussy.
Yeah.
What we fallen in?
Fatty upper.
Whoa!
So, man,
bye.
I want to know so much more about this stuff because they did an autopsy. Oh, when she died,
Yeah.
the husband, what was it again?
Simon?
Simon.
What's his last name again?
Dude,
Monjack.
Simon.
M-O-N-Jack.
By the way,
Doesn't it
the
sound like
most-
a monster jerking off?
the most British name, Simon.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Simon.
And
is
I
always
know
British.
my name is Simon.
Or like
and the
Nigel.
things
Yeah.
I draw come true. It's an old cartoon I used to watch when I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't know what that means
Um,
either, by the way.
Mike Myers
You saying
did
that
it.
like we were like, oh, I love that.
Mike Myers did
cartoon is
a
that?
parody of it on SNL,
Oh,
whatever. You bum looker.
Did you grow up as a chimney sweeper
So
in
when she
London? Where are you
died-
seeing this?
Dude, the craziest thing was the mom lived with them. Brittany Murphy's
really?
mom lived with. They all three lived together.
Oh, whoa.
So then the mom and the husband, the son-in-law, started doing a press thing and went on Larry King, and there was like these pictures that came out of them like looking like a couple. And on Larry King, they were like, you know, I love, you know, she comes to me shaking, and when we hold each other at night crying, and I'm like, gung, 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 what the fuck? And then no one said it on the documentary, but I caught it. He was a compulsive liar. He was a pathological liar, and he made shit up. And he said that Brittany Murphy said right before she died that something sweet to the mom, and the mom goes, that was actually like an hour or so before, but he goes, no, babe. And he called her babe.
Oh my god.
Really quick. And I'm like, they didn't even say, then he called her babe. Oh, no, babe. You're getting it wrong. You're remembering things wrong. Like he's super controlling. And she's literally kowtows. Yeah, okay, yeah. Like
Oh, no.
he was the boss. His life, like none of her, they got rid of, if anybody tried to say, what's up with this Simon guy, they got fired. The manager said, look, this guy's taking control. They fired the manager.
That is crazy
Yeah,
to me.
then he basically near the end of her career, he was her manager, husband, manager, agent,
That can't be
everything.
Good. That can't be good.
It's not good.
No.
Like, just
And he
can't-
was a control
that's-
freak,
no.
especially when you find out this guy's past. It's like, this dude was such a freaking liar.
Really.
Like he told people that he was a billionaire. He told people that he had 17 Ferraris. He told people that he was the major collector of the world of this certain art, like a Van Gogh type of guy,
Basquiat or something.
something like that. And he had the most, and he had nothing.
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 How does she not catch that on date 3?
I mean,
Why are we in an
because
apartment?
you're lacking something. You're sad.
Yeah.
People do dumbass shit when they're sad. I'm looking in the
I know
camera
that
right now.
I know that.
You make dumb fucking decisions just because you're sad,
Mhm.
and you find the wrong thing to fill that void.
Yep.
Be careful.
Yeah, it's true. Like you
But-
literally go, I want to. When I was really sad in college, I remember going to bars trying to get my ass kicked.
Oh yeah.
Like I
Wow.
would go there to start shit with a group of people just to
Yeah.
get punched in the fucking head.
Just to like kind of fucking
Just I don't know why. I
Punish
just didn't like
self-punishment.
myself.
Something?
I didn't
Yeah.
like myself at the time.
Yeah.
And,
Punishment.
and I lost.
Yeah.
Whew.
Big time. Look at that.
Be
head.
surprised how many people don't want to fight though.
His
It's like that
head's
fight
still
club scene.
swollen.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
You know, I've been
Sorry.
sensitive
I
about
know,
that
I
since
know,
I got a
sorry.
haircut. But my head is very fucking big, and I forgot that pre-hair surgery.
But yeah, there's so much. Then they find out after she passes away, this is his wife. She had no idea. This dude had a daughter with somebody else and a son with another person.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, this guy.
He had, and then they did all the autopsy and they found like all these drugs in her system, right? But
Oh, wow.
it was medication. And they were sharing medications, and then they had medications under fake names. This guy at one of the scenes, they said when they did a walk through the house, there were on his side, on his end table thingy by his bed or whatever, 50 bottles of medication. You should see the inside of their house.
Jesus.
The inside of their house was horrible. This is a millionaire. This is a famous actress.
Yeah.
And she had a house in the Hollywood Hills. And you would think this place is beautiful house, but then you go in, there's one room that's just all her clothes on hangers and racks just in this room. That's not a bedroom.
Mhm.
The bathroom, they showed the bathroom that she had passed away in. It was cluttered full of just all kinds of stuff. So they did these toxicology tests and stuff, and they found this, there was like metal and this and that. But then it turns out it was from hairspray. Because they take a piece of hair to do it. And she had
Oh.
hairspray, hair dye. She had done so much stuff to her hair. But then they did a fucking search of the house. There was like deadly mold
Oh,
in the
really?
house. There was mold in the house, and they were and they never left the fucking house. You wouldn't ever leave the house. They lived their entire 24/7 inside the house. So they're in this house all day, sucking in mold fumes, right? On
Hey.
top of which,
Could they have caught that? Like, how
Yes.
do you?
because
avoid that?
you
Yeah,
get
that's a good
sick from
question.
it and you go to the hospital. That was also part of the control issue. She was already sick.
Mm.
From
But-
the mold.
They didn't know. They thought it
Wow.
was, they had just gotten back from like Puerto Rico or something, and they thought it was, she was like tired and from the trip, and she was sick, but she was lit. Like you looked at her in her later years, she was like rail thin and like
Yeah.
anorexic almost, you know? And, but she was sick. But instead of taking her to the doctor, which would have saved her life, he just gave her over-the-counter medicines. Just
Damn.
gave her over-the-counter medicines. And she went into the bathroom one night and fucking laid down and died. Like she literally
She just laid down,
passed
and died?
out and died.
Not like
The-
not taking a bath or anything. Just went in there.
Oh no, the bath thing. The reason that she was in the bath is because this fucking crazy fuck Simon thought, yeah, Simon the fat Brit thought that he putting her in the bathtub would wake her up, and he put her in the bathtub and like
Oh,
put water on her and
Jesus.
shit, and oh, this was the crazy part too. In the 911 call, mom's calling 911, screaming and crying. And he's like, I'm gonna take you through CPR. You're gonna give her chest compressions, and you're gonna do it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And you could hear the Simon guy going 1, 2, and the guy on the 911 can hear him. He going, not fast enough. He's not doing it fast enough. 1, 2. Like this dude.
Was he zonked out in the pills?
Yes,
Okay.
because guess what? 6 months after she died, he died
Wow.
of the same shit in the same room.
Whoa. All right, that's kind of blowing my mind.
You got to watch this doc, man.
Jesus.
It's so sad because she was so incredibly talented.
yeah, she was great.
And everyone that worked with her was like the sweetest girl on the planet. Like the sweetest
well,
girl.
think about it. The movie you're talking about when she goes to Europe or whatever, that's the one she did with Ashton Kutcher. What
Mhm.
happened? They ended up dating. Does
Yeah.
a movie with Eminem, they end up dating. So
Yeah.
you obviously have some love off
She's amazing.
camera, you know?
Dude, her personality was the sweetest. And like then after him, the last movie that she did was she couldn't remember lines, and she was like 3
Oh,
hours
yeah.
late. And then the
Christ.
director went to go check on her trailer, and Simon answered the door and asked the director, can you give me, like slurring, can you give me an egg sandwich? Like you're talking to the director of the movie.
It's like something you see out of like an entourage or a movie
Yeah.
where you go, I don't think that really exists. And then you keep finding out
Yeah.
this exists. Where are these dipshits meeting these people?
And he charmed the pants off of her, literally.
With that monster face?
When people are hurt, apparently
Yeah.
they can easily get the pants charmed off of them.
Nice.
So
Literally,
deeper
too.
issues. So deeper issues. But yeah.
Oh God, that's tragic. Yeah, I was just telling you before the pod, like it's very interesting because we live in the clickbait culture now
Yeah.
where there's news every 5 minutes. That her death was shocking, but
Right.
like I don't remember ever figuring out how, why,
Imagine
what
if
happened.
that, because it
you
was
know?
09. It happened in 09. That was just before the social media boom.
Yeah.
You know, right before. That was MySpace time.
No,
Yeah,
that
I
was
think-
like Facebook was starting to like it was
Yeah.
Facebook
09?
was cool, I think, and like
Right.
Because I graduated college in 08, and I just remember everybody making fun of me in 08 because I couldn't, my college wasn't on Facebook yet because it was before it was like public.
Yeah,
so it was right
right.
on the cusp.
09 was I
of
think
all
09
those,
was
like,
Facebook,
Twitter
early Facebook,
starting,
yeah.
and,
Right.
but it was like very early.
But yeah, all you had then back then was like Perez Hilton and those guys.
Yeah.
He's in the documentary, by the way.
Oh, really?
Very regretful of how he treated celebrities and the things that he said.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he was like a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
And like everyone, and like now I think he's
Yeah.
coming back around trying to be like, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, man,
He
you're a-
admitted, he's like, I was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well,
he
sold-
goes, I didn't look
sold
at
fine.
celebrities like people.
Mm.
They were characters to me.
Yeah. And that's when he was really
Well,
fat.
Yeah.
I was like a little late, man. Like, couldn't
Yeah.
you have realized this early on?
Yeah.
Don't you have the self awareness to go, I'm being kind of an asshole?
A lot of people don't.
No,
bizarre.
especially
A
they
lot-
just assume that their lives, if you're a celebrity, is amazing. So it's
It's like, oh, they
fuck
can take
that
it or whatever.
creature.
Yeah.
Most
You know?
comedians that I know that and I'm not going to say names, Wilburger.
It sounds like you just said a name.
What?
Yeah, it sounds like you said
Most comedians that I know, I'm not going to say a name, Wilburger.
It sounds like you're mumbling my name though.
What
Oh.
are you
Am I,
talking?
am I wrong?
No,
You're
he
paranoid.
just talks that way.
Okay.
You're
my bad.
paranoid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
I'm not naming names, Wilburger.
Yeah.
You're saying it again, but you're getting less more
No,
mumbled
he
though.
didn't say anything. That's how he breathes. You know that.
You breathe with my
Yes.
name?
Wilburger.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
No, serious. Any comedian
Serious.
that I've ever met that has no self awareness, usually they're not a good comedian.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You have to be.
It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the whole game.
Yeah, but yeah, this documentary, I think I think it's just 2 parts because the end seemed like the end, you know.
I'll watch it then.
But like the mom is in obscurity now. She lives in Southern California somewhere, but she's
oh, she's
doesn't.
fucking traumatized.
I mean, that guy controlled her too.
Yeah.
It's fucking. This guy was a creepy dude.
Weird.
That's so weird.
You
I
know,
don't know
your
how you
your
do that.
32-year-old wife just dies,
Mm.
and you don't want a fucking autopsy.
Yeah, that's heavy
Yep.
in the drugs. You heard my stomach.
No.
Oh.
Well, now I do. Now I remember.
When
Well-
he called her babe on Larry King, I was like, ooh, ooh.
That's an interesting to point out because I've had friends who are in abusive relationships, and I'm like, you got to get rid of that guy. Like,
Yeah.
Don't order for me. Like, don't like those type of guys where I go, well, that's fucking abusive.
I mean, there was like footage of them on like red carpets where she would do a cute few pictures and he was like, all right, let's go. And then she would be in a car and people would be signing out. All right, that's enough. Like you could tell, you know. And
Wow.
then after she died, he liked like bragging about taking credit for all her successes. She wore that in that movie because I told her to. Dude, her last movies, he did her makeup.
What?
Yeah.
Why? Oh my
Because
god.
he was super controlling.
Yeah, but don't control set. If I was a producer on that movie, I'd take that brush out of his hand,
Yeah.
do this to his fucking eyes,
Yeah.
and go, get out of here, blushy.
The reason that they
Nice.
came home
Thanks.
from Puerto Rico early and when she died
Yeah.
is they replaced her on the movie she was doing because it was so fucking awful.
Yeah, if you can't control the husband and she's not going to allow it, then as a producer,
Yeah.
you'd have to also go, and you're gone because it's
It's just so
Sad.
sad because now she'd be in her early to mid 40s and probably huge.
yeah, killing it.
Because
yeah.
she was an incredible actress.
Yeah, she
Like her
really
choices
had
and
it.
stuff like
Mhm.
that. Really good
It
stuff.
was always interesting to me though on Clueless. Big fan of Clueless. Shout out Clueless.
Mhm.
Alicia Silverstone. Hi.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd, yeah, who doesn't age. Apparently better
Yeah.
looking now.
Yeah.
But you know, she didn't look this like I remember seeing her in 8 Mile and going, that's the girl from Clueless. Like it was so
Yeah,
different.
Yeah. Well,
She must have had crazy body dysmorphia.
She did, and it was because of the industry. People
Yeah,
would write
of
articles
course.
about her saying stuff like she's cute, but she's not fuckable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's traditionally and tradition like in the normal world, she wasn't a heavy girl.
No,
But
God,
in
no.
Hollywood, they considered her overweight.
Yeah, cute but not fuckable.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
what they
literally
say.
me and undateable. I got crazy body dysmorphia from working on doing TV shows. And
Oh, people
just people just are
people
dicks to
are
me all the time.
Shitty, man.
And I'm like, all right, man. Like, I know. You don't have to tell me.
Right. Well, being self-aware as a comic also helps with that.
Yeah.
You're like, we all
Yes.
know our shit.
I think stand-up saves me in that regard because I'm self-aware of how ridiculous it is. but it also I have a pillow on my stomach right now because I don't need another comment from somebody telling me
Move the pillow, fatty.
yeah, what happened to your neck? Like, I'm working on it. I have a sweat belt.
A sweat belt. Those work. I'm sorry.
No, that's why I got it.
I wear it to the it you sweat a hell of a lot more underneath
With a belt
there.
on?
It's this.
Yeah.
It's like a
just
neoprene.
Squeezes you?
No,
I
it's
don't
not
like
for
the way
squeezing.
he's acting.
Yeah, because you're.
Because I don't get it. I'm just. I
You
want
know what? You know
clue
when
me
you're gonna
in.
get it? Let me tell you when you're gonna fucking get it. You
Tell
little
him
son
when
of
you
a
told
bitch.
me.
You're gonna get it when you're 5 years old.
Thank you.
That's when you're gonna get
He
it.
told me that for years, and then guess what? He was fucking right. And this is now I have fucking tests.
I had
sensitivity
a
food
goddamn
tests.
8-pack. Okay,
Yeah.
I got
did too.
maybe a keg right now.
I think you look good.
Thank you. I've been working out.
You do
I
look good.
appreciate that.
I'm untagging the shit out of things.
But you know what I'm wearing when I
happened?
work out? I'm wearing that neoprene sweat belt. It's you sweat underneath. It warms you up, and it's
Yeah.
Just hold you
it's
in.
waist trimmer.
Yeah, it helps with
People
the
are
waist
gonna
trimming.
people are gonna say comments in this episode that it doesn't work. You know what? I'm speaking on my experience.
Yeah.
it works.
No.
And it makes you feel like you're having a little hug.
I used
like a
it
hug.
for the first time a couple days ago.
Whoa, Will Burkart.
Stop smiling when you're talking
Oh.
down to us.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Stop punching down.
Yeah. Thank you. That'd be my if I had
Okay.
one for president.
By the way, I watched the new Chappelle special.
It was great.
Very offended by it.
Good.
I was
know.
extreme. I didn't watch it, but what other people said about it, I'm triggered.
Oh, did you see that he's
Ah,
this is
fucking-
why I love
it's
Chappelle.
amazing. I watched
He's
that
gonna
shit.
sit down with the Netflix employees that have a problem with it. He said he was willing to sit down and have a talk about it. And he's going into the office to sit down with the people that are offended in that corporation. And Jon Stewart was like, he is a good man. I promise you they're going to leave. Everybody's going to be happy.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what he said. I think I misquoted him.
Jon
But it
Stewart
was
has a new
something
show
like
on
that.
Apple.
I know. I
Really?
want to watch it.
It's really fucking good.
I used to watch Daily Show.
What's
like,
the
every-
problem
every
with Jon
day.
Stewart?
Like, yeah, like the problem or something. Yeah.
Really?
What
It's
happened?
so
what happened?
smart.
What happened, Jon Stewart? That's what it's called.
What's the problem, Jon Stewart? It's called What's the Problem with Jon Stewart? It's
And
really
he's
good.
great. All I used to hear about him, just inside stuff, when he did the Daily Show, is that like if an author came on, he would read the entire book
Yeah.
that weekend before he
Wow.
like interviewed him on Monday. Like
That's
that's how
awesome.
serious he took.
Oprah had him
what he
on
did.
and
Love
said
him.
Oprah had him on and said Jon Stewart is the smartest guy I've ever met.
Wow,
it's
that's
crazy
awesome.
how
He's the
smart he
man.
is.
He's the fucking.
Yeah.
Even like growing
Yeah.
up as like a Jewish kid, he was like God. Like
Oh,
him and
yeah.
Larry David were like my
Mhm.
fucking
What Jewish kid?
people.
You're Jewish?
Did you just say your boy again? You've been
boy.
saying
Well, I
your-
muttered it.
You know, that's the Crystalia says you're a boy all the time.
Does he?
All the
Oh,
fucking
you're
time.
right. I think he does.
Because your boy, da 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 da.
Yeah, I don't watch.
Dude, he's
anything.
doing this new bit about his son. That's so fucking funny. Because his son is now saying, "I'm Dada,"
Oh wow,
because he's calling Chris Dada, but then he goes, "I'm Dada."
that's hilarious.
Chris talks about good shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. Crystalia is starting to do stand up again, and I love what he's doing. The material is amazing. It's extremely real, extremely personal, and really fucking funny.
so go see him if you can.
Go see it. Yep. Yep.
So speaking of stand up, I did a show with our buddy Dino Archie, who was on the pod in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And did I talk about this already? No, I
No,
couldn't
no,
have because
just
I did it
happened.
this week. Just question my brain. Stuck in this.
Welcome to my world. I question your brain every day.
It's getting
Brent's
fucking
brain.
swollen
What you doing?
because my head keeps getting bigger. But it was, what was nice about it? It was me, Dino Archie, Amir K, like the old school guys
Old
we
guy.
used to
Yeah, I
hang
wish
with,
I'd have gone, man.
like Lucky Strike days. A bowling alley we used to play for listeners. And what was really fun about it, it was the first time in so long that we're just fucking with each other when we're on stage.
Oh, it's the best.
Not thinking about like what's the ticket sales, who's
Right.
up next,
Right.
who's bumping me. Like it really was like a throwback day
I
at a
miss that.
bar show that's like not set up for comedy at all. And it was like in the heart of Silver Lake, which
Ugh.
was hilarious to me. Because
I
the
miss
first
that
thing I
shit.
said on stage is, my ex used to live in Silver Lake. And the second I was there, Silver Lake's, for people at home, Silver Lake is very hard to navigate. All of a sudden it turns into like fucking, I don't know.
It's almost like San Francisco in a way. Like
Yeah,
all,
it's
like,
all the
hills and
hilly
shit.
streets. It's
Yeah.
like people built roads and then didn't communicate with the other people that built roads, and they went, "Oh shit, you go? Well, we got to put a sign up then. Oh, you're up here because I'm down here." And so the whole time I sit on stage, I go, I hadn't thought about my ex in years, but I do, but I haven't thought about it. But I'm in that part of the town. I go, "That's why I fucking hate this place. That's why I never wanted to live here." Thinking about all our past fights. So I got on stage. I go, "What's up? How we doing? I'm pissed.
Oh,
I
that's
hate this
so
place.
funny.
You guys made me feel about my ex, and now I'm pissed at her." What's wrong with your streets? And
Stop
I'm like
making me
looking at
feel.
a guy picturing my girlfriend. I'm like, I hate this place.
Stop
You guys got to figure your roads out.
making me feel.
Yeah. When I had to do a 19-point K-turn just to turn around, you should have seen the rage I was having to do a fucking Mike Myers and Austin Powers maneuver. I go, really? These fucking streets? This is what I got? Beep, beep. Shut up, you fucking goddamn Silver Lake hippie. I was like losing it. I hated their outfits.
I mean, that's
Dude,
the,
all
the
the
most
hills-
hipster place.
All the hills, those neighborhoods with hill, I feel like that's such bad wear and tear on your car.
It
I feel like you would
Gotta
go
be.
through brakes
Yep.
so much quicker than anybody else.
Also,
I always
yeah,
fear that my car's going to just roll down the hill.
Yeah, I think
I'm going
like,
to come
yeah.
back from wherever I'm at. Car's going to be gone. And I'm going to go, oh, it's down there against 2 other Hyundais.
And 2 guys with fucking high wheel bicycles. Like, hey, your car's
Yeah,
here.
and the thing I hate, hey, no
High
to,
wheel
no to
bicycle.
Silver
That's what I'm
Lake.
talking about.
Stop
No.
wearing cowboy boots. You're not on a
I
ranch.
mean, you're not
what
even
are
a cowboy.
you doing? It's the concrete city. Anyway, the show was good.
Good. Very nostalgic, though. That crew,
It was
that
fun.
group.
Yeah, it was
Ugh,
like old times.
Those were the days, man.
Yes.
Those were
We
the
had a
days.
blast.
I wanted to thank everybody for all the well wishes about
Oh, yeah.
my dog.
Mm.
You'll see this picture right here. I brought him home today, and it's very sweet. It's a really nice little urn, and then there's a ceramic thing with his paw print in it, and it's really cute because you could tell that we weren't able to trim his nails, so
Yeah.
the nails are really long. And then my wife has this picture that Jonathan took of Jack that she's been saving,
Yeah,
and then we're gonna have that with it as well. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's
we got
great.
him home today, and it was bittersweet.
you had
It was
cry.
nice.
You had a
Oh, I
cry.
had a good cry. Had a
Mhm.
good cry. I thought I was all cried out.
yeah.
But no, I wasn't because
Oh, no.
the old waterworks started.
Ugh,
But it was good. It was like bittersweet. It wasn't like, oh
Yeah,
my
it's a
god,
good way
no.
to
It was like
have-
it was nice to have him home and like have something.
yeah.
You know
Like he's still there.
how cute that my voice cracked when I
Yeah,
said
I
home.
actually thought you were about to cry, and to be honest, I was gonna get so uncomfortable because I didn't know what to do
I
there.
just had him home and
It's nice to have him home.
had him home. And he's there. I mean, I can't pet him. I can look at him. I can shake the thing. I can.
I used to hug his face. Like, oh fuck. That's the crying that always gets me in movies, not the out loud like. "Meh."
Oh, the holding
It's
it
the
in, trying
holding
to
it
be.
back cry. The we got his urn. It's just like whoa.
Let's
Like,
all do one.
whoa.
Let's
Yeah,
all do one.
Yeah,
Who's first?
you go first.
All right, I'll go first. So it was bittersweet, and I thought, this is going to be nice to have him at home. And then as soon as we walked in the door, and I put him on the table, and I'm like, "You're home, buddy. You're home, buddy." That was good.
That actually got me. Granted, I've been off Zoloft for about a week and a half, so
Just pouring
everything's-
tears.
Yeah, everything's getting me now. All right, my turn.
Yeah.
So we got Jack.
Too much.
He's home.
It's so funny to try not to.
Yeah.
Ah.
Ah.
Well, no, it's like, forget about it. Ah. This one kills me. This one kills me. Ah.
All right, Will, I want to
Will.
see this.
I don't want to follow that.
Will's
Yeah,
a
we
good-
both killed it. So
Will's
now we gotta
supposedly
see.
a good actor.
Supposedly.
He can't stop fucking smiling though. It's like Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, what a shitty comparison.
You just made it worse. My joke was a little offensive.
I
Yours
know,
was really
you just
offensive.
made me.
Well, listen. I mean, when Jason told me about Jag, and once it, what's it? What I said? I thought about my pets. It's, keep going.
You kind of just mixed both of ours together.
What if
You
Will
cry?
just went, Jason brought Jack home?
I know. I thought about that.
When he actually lost it, we had to stop. We're like, fuck. Does
I
make me
love,
sad,
I
though.
love my little Jack. He did,
What, Jason?
but he home. So
He dead, but he home.
mhm.
Black church
I don't know why.
Yo, this one goes out to Jack.
on the equipment.
Yeah, to be honest, if you did that, I don't know what the wires under this. If we actually all just go
Everything
up in
just-
flames.
Yeah, I know.
The lights
That would
pop.
be the end.
Oh man.
What happened? Well, they did a crying bit about Jason's dog, and then Jason
Yeah.
just killed everyone.
So if my dog's not alive, no one will be.
Yeah, you see, that's where the clickbait would be. Then you'd see Reddit
Right.
articles like, I actually heard that it was planned that he was going to do that and take down everybody because
Oh,
he really
yeah.
wanted to get rid of himself.
If I'm going, I'm not going alone.
I actually heard that Brent, there wasn't hair surgery, that he's just been wearing a wig. Like, what
I
the
heard
fuck?
Brent.
And then-
I heard Brent drown Jack in his pool.
yeah,
And they said Brett instead of Brent.
Yeah.
Brett, bread.
I hear people call you Brett. all the
Jr.
time.
did last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear it. Everyone always is like,
Everybody
yeah,
does.
Brett. I'm like,
Yeah, it's dumb to
it's
have
a
the N
different
in
guy.
there.
What you're saying?
Brett Riley.
I used to make a fucking joke because at the Tonight Show with Conan, I remember, I don't know if it was Conan. I might have been Conan, but I think it was Conan because Sona, shout out to Sona with her twins.
She was
Happy
on.
for you.
You guys
She
remember
was
that
on this
episode?
podcast. I'm backstage and he's just about to go on. And I swear he said this. He would deny it if we ever speak again. But he walked by me and goes, "What's up, Bread?" And I go, and then Sona's behind him. And I go, "Did he just call me Bread?"
What did she
He
say?
just called me. She started dying
Oh, that's
laughing.
so
like,
funny.
yeah. I go, he thinks I'm a food? Like, I don't even have a name. I'm just a food.
What's up, Brett?
It's like very early on, like a month
Bread.
into the job. What up, Bread? And I'm like, Bread?
Oh, Brett.
I'm Brent Morin?
You Brett Morin, dude.
And she goes, no, you're Brent Morin. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
Fuck.
Marin.
can't wait for that obituary. Brent Morin died today, giggling to death under his pool. Under his pool.
Under his
Under the water in his pool.
Well, it was a bad article.
You got,
Anyway,
we have
my house
emails?
is getting scary.
Do we have emails?
I have a couple.
Nice.
Do we have emails?
Yeah.
Hey, do we have emails?
Yeah.
I'd like to hear some emails.
Okay.
Do we have some?
Yeah.
Let's hear them.
Let me find.
So you weren't ready.
It's been a while since I kept it warm on the old pod.
Kept it warm?
Yeah, with the
Oh, with the jacket.
layers. Yeah.
Kept it.
I keep sweating in these chairs. But that's meat sweat.
Ooh, I got
It's
these on
cold
today, by the
here.
way.
You
Check
got the AC pumping. I'm
I
not
did because
dressed
I,
for
I
this.
knew I was going to be hot as
Yeah.
shit.
Hey guys,
fat.
what I'm doing here.
Those are pretty dope.
Thank you. I made them.
This is a sewing machine.
No, he's doing it by hand. He's got 5 pair done. You're still on 1.
Yeah. Here we go.
What?
Emails are from the first one's from Emily. She says, comedy question/help. Hey guys, probably like a year and a half ago, I sent in my first email to the pod asking your advice on how to pursue comedy while also struggling with mental illness. Now that I've had a fairly long time to mull it over, I want to try going to an open mic. I've never been to an open mic before, and I'm not sure what to expect. Can you give me some insight on how open mics typically operate?
You might want to take this right now because it's been a long time and you never
Yeah.
did an open mic. So
Yeah, and I it depends on the open mic, really.
Yeah. I mean,
there could be some very nice supportive ones with actual audience, but then most of the ones here in LA, a lot of them are just a bunch of comedians waiting around for their turn, and you're not
Yeah.
really getting any feedback. But
and not just
Will.
comedians, homeless people and like weirdos and
Oh, yeah,
magicians.
getting in out of the rain.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is it depends where you are. If you're in like an LA, Chicago, New York, even probably Austin, it'll probably be only comics there. And so it'll suck. So the crowd will suck.
Emily, is this Emily
and
from the
then
UK?
No, I think this is Emily from New York.
Oh, New
I
York.
believe. So I don't know. I can't remember exactly where she lived, or whether it's like somewhere in the East Coast. But if it's a smaller city, then it'll probably be maybe kind of fun. Because what I've heard in small cities is like a real crowd will go to an
The-
open mic, like it's a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it very
but
well
then-
could be a show.
But then
Done
that
a
could
few of
also,
those in certain cities.
but that also could fuck with you, because if you're only going up in front of crowds that are great, then you maybe think I got this shit, and then you
Mhm.
go up in front of a show and you're not that good. But so basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you do only perform in front of comics, it fucking sucks, but it does make you really strong.
Yeah,
yeah,
You're trying to make
that's
the
true.
worst crowd possible laugh.
yeah.
Mhm.
So there is something to be said for
And
it.
try to make friends with a comic.
That's the biggest thing.
Because comics book the clubs, not
Yup.
the bookers. I learned that through open mics. Somebody
Yeah.
told me that, and it actually makes sense
Oh,
now.
Philly.
'cause-
It's Philly. Look, reading your email is Philly.
Oh,
So,
well, there's a great open mic in Philly we did.
Which one? I can't remember.
Remember, it
what-
was like upstairs. I remember we did it
Yeah.
right after our show. It was kind of next to Philly Punchline. but
Yeah,
we did it. I forgot what it
remember
was
the name of
called.
it.
One of the hosts brought us.
I know there was another one that we did where there was like the word tiger was in the title.
Oh, I don't. I remember Philly was a great one. Portland had a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I miss that.
DC
club.
has a great one.
DC has a great one. We
Mhm.
do all the time. You know, when you're in town, it's nice to see the local comics
Yeah.
doing their shit.
and I like what you said about like that's where like making friends is the most important part.
Tough
of that.
though, because you're gonna see a lot of really like morose people.
Oh yeah.
I thought every comedian was gonna be fun, and then there was just like
Then you go
really
to an open
dark
mic and it's
people.
just like,
Mhm.
I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
You're like, the thing about Hitler. I'm like, oh, here we
Whoa.
go.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
you're fucking
Pretty much.
19.
Pretty much.
What do you know?
Dude, I was at a show the other night, and this girl, the whole first part of her set was talking about how to like make meth or some shit. Like she was, it was weird.
Jesus.
Oh, good info.
She was talking about drugs. This girl was talking about the drugs, you guys.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And I was like, where are her parents?
And what happened to Brittany Murphy?
Yeah.
We got an October question from Amber. Hey guys, my dad and I both love scary movies and anything Halloween related. Growing up, October was always my favorite month because I knew it meant shopping, decorating, dressing up, and of course candy. Do you guys have any fond or funny Halloween memories, or maybe a favorite costume?
I don't remember.
I always go as my brother every year.
Oh, that's funny. Do you see how long it took me? I'm like, huh?
Hmm?
Well, oh.
You should grow your hair out.
I
Beard
got
out.
yeah. I can't remember. It was just not. It was I was one of those guys that I didn't like wearing costumes as
Same.
an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a kid, it was great, but now I'm an adult. I'm not gonna go. Hey, I'm Aladdin. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
Well, I want to see you as Aladdin. That'd
That
actually
would be
fucking
awesome,
hilarious.
though. I would
My
love to see you as Aladdin.
Jonathan was Aladdin for his second Halloween.
That's fun. Presents. Like,
Oh, that just reminded
Why
me.
are you Aladdin?
My best friend Carlos, his son for Halloween dressed as Santa Claus one year.
that's actually kind
Oh,
of
I love that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of great. That's clever.
It was awesome.
Fuck, that's actually kind of brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I'm the same. I didn't like costumes. It's obviously, as an adult, I didn't. But I
Yeah.
go to Halloween parties here in LA sometimes, and I remember one year I went as I called myself average guy, and I just went in my normal outfit. And then people go, "Who are you supposed to be?" I go, "Average man." And I go, "What?" And he go, "Yeah, daytime he's a superhero. At night he's just average as shit." And I used that, and it worked.
It's like
I met a
Jim on The
beautiful girl.
Office. Remember Jim was 3 hole punch?
Yeah.
He just had
Oh,
to-
yeah.
The other one I do remember is, this is a little name droppy. I got invited by Adam Devine. Congrats on your wedding.
Congrats.
To Adam Levine's Halloween
Well,
party.
that's just so confusing.
Yeah, so confusing. I
Was
think
Adam
they got
Ray there?
invited because everybody always mixes them up. I mean, not physically, but
Was Adam Ray there?
no, it was just, I was his plus one. So he goes as a wizard. That he used to have a wizard rap group, so he had just the costume.
Oh, I remember that.
yeah, because so
they
he has it.
performed on Conan one time when I went
Yeah.
to hang out with you.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
So he just has the outfit. He's the same
Yeah.
as me. He doesn't want to really dress up. So he's
Right.
like, I'll just have this. And I decided, because I was making fun of Rick Glassman, because we lived in the same apartment, I said, you look like a cartoon character. I said, we were talking about how handsome he was saying he was handsome or something. And I think he's very handsome. But I was like, but you can't talk about yourself like you. Listen to me. If you could be a Halloween costume, then you're not as handsome as you think. And then so I surprised him, but I dressed as him. And
That's amazing.
I only remember this because he just posted it recently.
That's funny.
But here's the funny part. He's not coming to the party. So when I'm at the party meeting Adam Levine and they go, who are you? I go, Rick Glassman. And I'm just dancing.
And he's not famous.
And then he's not famous. No one knows him. And even Divine was like, this is just weird. And I go, I had the nice little fro
Oh, that's
wig,
funny.
the
dude.
basketball shorts. Let me tell you something. He's on to something. It's the most comfortable outfit I've worn in
Oh,
years.
yeah.
Because it was just flip-flop socks, shorts,
Nice.
the basketball
Rick is
tee.
the most comfortable guy.
Yeah.
Not mentally. Physically.
Yeah, physically.
Yeah. He's
He doesn't give
very
a shit.
uncomfortable all the goddamn time, but physically comfortable.
But it really, even when he opened the door and I showed him in the apartment,
He didn't
he goes, no, he did. But he goes, he laughed. He goes, but I'm not going with you. So he goes, so how are people even going to get this? He goes, they'll get it.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, it was a fun time.
I-
Rest in peace, guys.
Oh, wait.
To who?
Oh, I thought they're not?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because the thing is, they're my friends. They're my fucking friends.
And then I dressed as him. One year and so I'll have him in my heart.
It's all about the art. When you think about it, you know, that's why I love you as a friend. Cut. Brent, what are you doing?
Are you having an asthma attack or crying?
Yes, there's dust. All right, well, we're going to keep that take. That was the best you've done all year. But
You were going to say one?
I have a bad Halloween thing when I was like a senior or junior in high school. And I already had the mindset of like, I don't want to do this shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a similar like comic mindset.
comedians
of
are
like, this
like that,
sucks. Like
yeah.
I don't want to do this. So I was like, I had to dress up as something to go to school. And I was so lazy that I put on all white and was white out.
Oh, I thought you were the
Like
KKK
the- like-
for a second. I was
Or,
getting
no,
nervous.
but
a
like, so-
cheesecake factory waiter.
Oh, I don't even know. But the whole was like, like the fucking marker,
Yeah,
like a
whiteout.
whiteout, and that's what it was. But I got a few comments. I was like, oh, racist.
Yeah.
The whiteout.
Also, you had to
You
dress
just
up
did-
to go to school.
Well, everyone was doing it, so I'd be the one kid who didn't.
Oh, that
dress
is
up.
such a suburban school to have people dressing up in
Make
class.
it a
everyone
requirement.
did.
Fucking science
So
teachers
small
dress
town,
as
by the way.
Luigi and shit.
Yeah,
Just like,
that's what it
so
is.
here's a-
Yeah.
yeah.
So I didn't want to be left out, but I was so lazy. I didn't want to wear anything. So I was
Yeah.
like, I'll just all the shit I already had. I just put all white. I'm like, I'm white out. People were like, all right, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to go
Jesus.
change. I was like, I don't know. That's a mistake.
It's funny
Did you have white makeup on?
No.
Oh, just
Just
white
clothes.
clothes.
Yeah, a white
that would
face,
have been bad.
imagine.
White face would have been pretty weird.
That'd be the weirdest cancellation ever if you got it canceled for a photo of him in whiteface.
I'm already some white anyways.
They're like, couldn't even tell he's wearing the makeup.
Yeah. I'm a ghost. What?
That's funny, dude.
Yeah.
I will say I actually am a little bit more. It's funny. If you tell me to dress up for something, I don't want to do it.
Mm.
But like just day to day, a costume or something. I remember in high school, just off high school, we had like a business class and we were trading like with fake money. Like they were teaching us how to trade. So I went in my dad's closet and put a suit together because I had just seen Wall Street.
Oh,
And
wow.
so I tried, and my friend, who was another guy like to be funny, had 2 old 80s phones. And I took my dad's old briefcase and we walked into school and pretended to be on the phone the whole time. And at lunch, I'd be like, yeah, hang on. So we had to, because I'd just seen this movie. So the whole time, slick my hair back. Oh, what a beautiful head of hair that time was. But then we just went into class, and then they were announcing who won. And we're like, fuck. We
Coked out
just lost the
businessman.
account. Like, we're just doing shit. And I realized
Was it who and you and who?
it was my buddy, this guy Chris. And,
Okay.
but literally, then there's a Halloween dance or something, and I wouldn't dress up. And it's like,
That's
you're just
funny.
difficult, aren't you?
When I was a kid, elementary school age, I lived in an apartment complex.
Yeah.
And back then it was, 70s to the early 80s. It was one of the only apartment complexes that still allowed kids. It was before they passed that discrimination thing where you couldn't discriminate against families with children.
That's crazy.
There were a lot of buildings where no kids were allowed.
That's
and
crazy.
this apartment complex allowed kids,
Mhm.
and it was, lower income.
Yeah.
So there were so many kids in this apartment building, and it was several apartment
Yeah.
buildings. Like, it was huge. So Halloween was so fun because everybody was in it. Everybody was into it. Everybody had candy. It wasn't like, let's go to the next house.
Yeah.
It was, let's go to the next door, because it was an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a building.
Yeah.
And then each building had their own laundry room
Mhm.
on the end of the building. And everyone that lived in that area, in that building, would get together and turn that into a haunted house.
Oh, wow.
So we had all these crazy activities, and there were just so many kids.
wow. That's
But
so
it was
fun.
the 70s, so we had to check apples. I mean, we were finding needles and shit, and like, yeah.
Damn.
Dude, 70s was crazy
Yeah.
for serial killers and kid fuckers. Dude.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't. Everybody was fucking kids back then.
Don't make it sound dope.
So many serial killers and kid fuckers. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. What?
It was, yeah. So
Sir.
that's why I think my poor parents, they're like, hey, go out and have fun, and no
Yeah.
cell phones, no page.
That's
nothing.
crazy to me.
That was
Bye.
a ti-
Good luck. See you later.
And my dad was old school. He's like, don't come home till the lights are on. And if you were in the house later than 9 a.m., he thought you were being lazy. He's like, go outside and play,
Wow.
But also, he wanted us out of the house because he needed to sleep because he was a musician and he worked at night. But yeah.
That's the best way to learn, though. Get out there.
But yeah, those were fun Halloween memories. And then, of course, junior
That's
high
cool.
was pretty fun with like Halloween dances and shit like that. But yeah. I just one year, I was just, I don't know if I can dress up.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I don't want to do any of this shit.
I know. It has to just be silly. Maybe I'll go as Will. He
I
seems
just want to eat the
comfortable.
candy.
I'll eat
But
the
now we
candy.
can buy our own candy.
Now we can buy our own candy. That, when I grew up, I enjoyed the kids. I loved handing out candy to the kids and seeing.
Remember
all the
last year I
costumes
turned all
and
my
stuff.
lights off and I wouldn't let anybody in
Right.
last Halloween?
Don't let anybody in like they're trying to break in.
Well, I got
Like
scared
World War
and shit.
Z.
And then David Sullivan scared me with his kid at like midnight because I was just by myself.
It's probably a
I didn't do
good
anything.
neighborhood for Halloween, right?
Yeah, they go nuts over here. So I'm thinking, is this the year I put a pumpkin out?
Put a
Let-
pumpkin out and
then
do
just
it,
do
dude.
it?
Candy.
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh, maybe. I also, some of these kids I think are getting older and I don't need a trick.
Just
I'm
you and your
thinking- Because I'm getting nervous. Teenagers are getting a little weird. You obviously
yeah.
found a hard seltzer. I
Mhm.
can hear you being way too loud, thinking you're sneaking in. You're not. You gotta come. Shush. It's like they hear you. I realize every time I snuck out of my house, my parents do. There's no way.
Oh man, my brother was the only one that could do that because he had the bedroom that had a back door.
Oh shit.
My bedroom was on a part of the house where it was just my brother's bedroom had a door to the backyard.
That's insane.
That's like too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just like, obviously, I would leave just all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get a Snickers from the gas station, if anything.
Yeah, I had a lot of friends with fun parents. You know, the parents that just like would buy them booze and shit in high school growing up. And they all their bedrooms were in the basement. And so they could just leave out the basement. They were furnished basements and they would just go, yeah, I'll pick you up. And I'm like, don't they care? They don't know.
Right.
And I was like, maybe they don't because I can't hear shit
I don't think
down
I ever
here.
had to sneak out. I think my brother may have snuck some people in,
Wow.
but I never had to
That's
really
kinda cool.
sneak
That's
out.
kinda dope.
I'd be so scared doing that.
I
Yeah,
snuck
I think I
people in,
would.
I guess, but it was like, shh, shut up.
Yeah, I snuck in my
Well, I
fat
will-
friends to watch. Oh shit! That's it's a little. That's like.
Oh, shit.
So, were you one of the murderers?
Ah.
Keep your fucking voice down.
I got to an age in high school where I wanted my bedroom to feel like my own apartment. And I got my own phone line in there. I had my own
Nice.
phone number in
That's
there.
cool.
Everything.
Oh, that's so fucking.
Yeah, I thought it
80s.
was so mature. I was like,
Yeah.
I got a desk.
You got a
I
receptionist.
got a test.
Yeah. Did you say a receptionist?
Yeah. You guys want working for you?
When I first
Hi,
started
here to
doing,
see who?
when I
Sorry.
first started producing music, I turned my closet into my whole bedroom into a recording studio.
That's dope.
And then
Yeah.
I had my closet as the sound booth,
That's
and I had a
like-
red
yeah.
light outside the door
Whoa,
that I turned on for when I was recording.
I love that. That's talk about SoundCloud
The
rapper.
cool thing about the red light thing, that was my parents' idea. They're
Oh,
like, well,
that's
put a red
cool.
light on so when you're, because they were in the music industry.
Sure.
Yeah,
But yeah.
that's like the
Love
Three
that.
Ninjas.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a weird
Wait,
movie
what?
reference.
It's nothing like the Three Ninjas.
Well, because they had a red light outside their door when they knew the parents were coming, then they could sneak into their triple bunk beds. So anything else?
thank you for joining us here. Do we have
I
another
think I'm
email?
right.
We have one more. Yeah, let's do one more email.
Yeah.
We do. This is from
Might be a Brent
Ashley.
fact.
This is a very quick. easy one.
Ash.
Hard hitting need to know question. Just checking in to see if Buster has been repaired and is back in action. Second part, she says I caved and got. So she has a Roomba also.
Okay.
If you're not listening, Brent's Roomba is called Buster.
Yeah,
And
because
he
for
broke.
there, I thought they were talking about my dog, which has been dead for years.
I believe. I believe the Roomba because she named her Roomba Dustin Timberlake,
Oh, that's funny.
That's a good
which is pretty
idea.
good. She said I got him last year and I can't imagine my life without him.
That's great.
So I don't know if you're any updates on your Roomba?
Yeah, they're working together now. 'cause I
He's
have
got two now.
Yeah.
They're keeping each other company.
Yeah, and they keep bumping into each other now. It's weird. It's kind of cute. Man, I need somebody else in this house.
I love mine, man.
Yeah.
Mine has a remote control too, so I can control it myself instead of letting it do its own thing. I like it's like a remote control car.
That's actually great. Because,
and then I chase
yeah.
Bugsy with it.
Oh, you've hit me with it too.
Yeah,
I
I've hit you with it
remember
a
that.
few times. Yeah.
How do you get a remote? Because I realized that my Roomba is avoiding the actual messes that I'm trying to use it for.
The laziest Roomba.
like, I'm good.
The Roomba just goes, ew. They just go around.
That windy ass day when all the leaves blew into I put the room on maybe 19 times.
Mm.
You would look at the leaves, go, and then just clean the same fucking spot.
Lazy Roomba.
Yeah,
dude.
then I started kicking it, going, over there, Buster. Get the leaves. And then guess who picked up the leaves? Me,
Yeah,
by
yeah.
hand.
Mhm. Do your Roombas look the same?
No, I don't think the other one is technically a Roomba. It's something else.
Is it wet? Is it spray?
It does wet.
Okay,
So
it's
I use
probably
it for the.
the kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom got it for me. She's
You're
being a mom.
such an idiot. We should fire Will, dude.
Yeah.
Although you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
wood floor, so your
We'd
Roomba's
be
having
fucked.
fun.
Huh?
You have wood
mine-
floor. Mine is
Oh,
all.
he goes
floor.
all over the house, dude. He's the best.
Mine's dying.
Mhm.
Just in a.
Yeah. My room is going.
And the other room was crying next to it.
Yeah. Rum 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 rum. Oh, I can't fucking
Spraying it with water. Drink this.
Maybe that's what he's doing. He's going in the other room and going, "Get out of here! Get out of here!"
This guy's nuts. Get out while you still can.
Oh fuck! He's looking. Spider. Legos. Wow. Rum rum rum. He's a grown man. Blah 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 blah. Another panda stuffed animal. Blah 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 blah. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the panda.
That's hilarious. Oh. All right,
All right,
kids.
join us on Patreon.
I think we might have done it.
Yeah.
You want to keep the party going? Come trick or treat us over at Patreon.
Wow, nice.
Well, actually, I think we're gonna have a Halloween episode at some point. Maybe we should
have
try
to.
to dress up on that
No.
since none of
We'll
us
do
want
something.
to.
We'll
I'll
do something.
figure it
Maybe
out.
that'll be the high episode.
Oh, that'd be a good
Ooh,
stoned episode. you're right.
Halloween.
Halloween. We'll do Halloween.
That'd
Yeah.
be fun on Halloween.
All right. Hang with us, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
We are friends, digging each other.